Hello. Today we will be making gingerbread cookies. For this you will need 1 pound of flour, a pinch of salt, 3 ounces of sugar, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, ½ ounce of ginger, 4 ounces of butter, ½ a pound of molasses, and a 1/4 cup of milk. If you are using fresh ginger like I am, you should probably use a little more. Fresh ginger loses flavor when heated, but a ½ ounce of ginger for dried ginger is perfectly acceptable. I have pre-ground the ginger and pre-mixed the dries in a bowl, so let's get started. First we're going to take the molasses and heat it over the stove over medium-low heat with the butter until the butter completely melts, and then you're going to add the milk to that. Once that's thoroughly mixed, we can mix the ingredients together. I waited until now to add the fresh ginger to prevent the flour from clumping too bad while I heated the molasses. And with the power of YouTube magic, the table is now clean and we're adding the heated molasses. I didn't wait quite long enough. This is still pretty hot. If you don't want to burn yourself, maybe wait a little bit longer than I did. Wait until it is a workable temperature. Otherwise you're gonna end up hurting yourself. Pour in your molasses, butter, milk mixture into the dry ingredients, and then we are going to mix that with a spoon. This is going to stay pretty sticky, so you're going to want to use a spoon instead of your hands until you've got it pretty well incorporated. I'm using a metal spoon. You may want to use a slightly larger wooden spoon or metal spoon than I did. Would make this a little bit easier. But you're just going to mix it until it pretty much comes together. It won't come completely together until you start mixing it with your hands. So you're going to flour a work surface. Once it is mostly together, you can still have some clumps. You're not going to want to knead this or mix it too much. You're not trying to make a bread. You're trying to make cookies, so you don't want to build any sort of gluten structure if you can avoid it. But flour your hands a little bit to help prevent the dough from sticking. And then we're going to dump it out onto our work surface and knead it until it is fully combined. If you do flour your hands, it makes it a lot easier, prevents it from sticking quite as bad. As you can see how sticky it is, it's stuck to the bowl pretty bad. Then you're just going to fold it over on itself a few times, just get it to come together and dry out a little bit more. Keep your hands well floured, keep your surface well floured so this doesn't stick too bad. And then pretty quickly it should come together and form a nice dough. It does smell absolutely incredible at this point, especially if you mix it while it's still hot. Once you've got your dough mixed, you're going to want to roll them into golf ball sized balls. And then we are going to take these, and I'm rolling them in just a granulated sugar. Before baking, you could just as well roll these in brown sugar or a cinnamon brown sugar mixture. That would all go pretty well. This is the first time I'm doing this, so I don't like to make too many big changes all at once, so I'm just rolling them in sugar. The original recipe actually called for, I believe, pecans to be pushed into the top before baking, not rolled in sugar. I don't like nuts, so I'm not going to do that. But then we're just going to roll these up real quick. And then we're going to throw them in the oven for about 9 minutes at 375. And there you have it. After they come out, you're going to want to put them on a wire rack to cool a little bit, and they are ready to go. These are one of my favorite holiday cookies. I found the recipe via Dylan Hollis on TikTok, so if you want to watch somebody with some actual personality make them, I recommend checking him out. If you followed along, made them yourself, let me know how they came out. Thank you very much. Hope to see you next time.